Monkey's Emporium, the coolest vintage toy shop in the universe. Monkeys.
Good evening, you lovely, lovely people. It's a sunny day. It's a lovely, sunny Sunday. And guess what? It's Monkey's Toy Auction. 6:30, we're here. We're doing this thing. I hope you're all well. Now, sadly, Vic's not here this week with us. He's had a busy, busy week, but we're sending our love to him. And stepping in, the legend that is Mr. Dan Plastic. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Good evening, my friend. I'm good. I feel spoiled and treated that I saw you in person yesterday, and now we're hanging out again today. It's a double Johnny, and I'm 100% down with that every week. We
like a double anything. Right. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monkey's Toy Auction Sunday night. It's quite simple. You're going to comment to bid. It's going to be great. Before we do that, let's say hello to some the other lovely people we met maybe yesterday, Dan. You know, there must be a few, but good. Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Pete.
Pete was there yesterday?
He was there yesterday. Oh, look. Life from the garden.
Is that
We love sale?
Is that Madison Square?
Yes.
Is that what, yeah, okay.
Well, I've just shouted this all in neighbours now. Good evening, Andy. Hello, Caleb. Good evening. Yo. Good evening, Brad. We love Brad.
Awesome.
The nice guy. Raiders. Right, these boys, I saw them yesterday, right? Go and follow Raiders of the Loft Toys. I love them, right? Trust me. Go on, everybody. We're going to get them on this auction. They are brilliant. We'll talk about them in a minute. Mr. Dermot, good evening. I spent a good while just now chinning with him yesterday, having a chat. Yeah, I love him. Aaron's in.
Aaron was there, yep.
I was there. Aaron was there. Keith, good evening. Lawrence, we missed you yesterday. Next time. I love you, Toy Planet UK. We love you. Huh? Mark, good evening, Mark. We've had a good old week with Mark this week. Hope Sam was good for you. We'll talk about that in a bit. Yeah. Dean, good evening, Dean. I'm going to whiz through these. Obi-Wan, Rob Kenobi. I love that name. That's the bestest name. Good Dave. Toys. Good afternoon, good toys. Yes.
While people are bidding, we're going to explain how Johnny's reinvented the toy fair. It's excellent.
Good evening, Blade. Look, Blade is nothing but the toys.
That's right. Live from France. Excellent.
From France, we're international. I like it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, please stick around. We have got these auctions tonight, right? We ain't messing around at all. We've got Munsters, Master of the Universe, Star Wars, Wicked. Unfortunately, I'm doing all the lots tonight.
But fortunately, I spent a good 7 minutes doing my research beforehand, so I know everything about everything, so I can help you out with the detail.
That's all right. So you've done 6 more minutes than me.
Perfect.
Right, so should we do top of the shop? Should we go straight for the juggler then? Should we do these monsters? Yes. I want to talk. There's a few things I want to talk about in a bit about Sandown, all that stuff. First up, all I got to do is first of all, we love you, Vic. We miss you. We'll see you on the next auction. And secondly, Andy Toy Vault UK. We got to talk about that as well because he's not well at the moment.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So let's get this auction going. I got to put myself on a bigger screen if you don't mind.
Please.
Just like that. Good evening. Hello, my name's Johnny and I'm a toyaholic. Here we go. We go. This is a Munster figure. Now, we all know the Munsters. There's no excuses. My parents know them. You know them from when you were growing up. Everybody knows. This is not a small brand, is it? Mm. However, action figures, there was nothing really done back in the day. Lots of merchandise, as we know. But Dan, please enlighten me.
So the thing about these figures, right, is so the Munsters has come up again recently because Rob Zombie did a rework of the series, and it was universally panned, but you know that is what it is. So it's kind of they've come back to light again. Like, so you've got Grandpa, who is a classic character. Uncle Gilbert, I'm not so sure about, but during my research, I have found, and you guys can check this out if you want, that the Marilyn and Eddie 2 set that you've got is a little bit of a sleeping giant. It would appear that one goes for relatively good. I'm fairly sure that one sold, it was either Spain or Germany last month for like 190 quid. So it's insane. It's insane that this is on the auction, but you know how it is. Probably Herman Munster is like the main money, and then it just goes down in degrees. But the Diamond Select figures, which again, weirdly, in my mind, I've still got this weird thing about Diamond Select figures. Like, they're pretty good, but they're actually really good. And some of the best, they did the John Wick figures. They do like loads of Marvel figures, as everyone knows. But they're quality figures, quality accessories. Unbelievably, 2 big boxes. The boxes are always big. Look at that. Look at them.
You line them up like it's like box on the shelf.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you literally do. The boxes are always massive. They go heavy on the packaging, but then you don't see these very often. The Diamond Select ones, I've not come across them at toy fairs, whatever. Yeah, just quality made figures.
So the packaging's a bit, you know. It's...
But that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying with Diamond Select, you see them and you're like, it feels like a cheap, like. To the ear, it feels like a cheap. I think it's because Diamond Select almost sounds like in Step Brothers. It's like we're going to be like worldwide prestige. It feels like too much. You've thrown too much at it, but they are genuinely quality figures. And some Diamond Select figures like they command a lot of money. They're just cool figures. They're just, if you like Munsters, that's.
I think they're great.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find. I think I've got a picture around it of them. Let me see if I can find it. So, ladies and gentlemen, the way it works, I don't know if you've caught on yet. If you've joined us for the first time tonight, God bless you. We love you. No, we haven't got a picture of that. Can you believe that? However, if you would like to bid, just comment on the side. Our beautiful auctioneer here will take your bid, confirm it, tell you where the bid's at. She'll keep you running on everything. However, please, ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you this, the nicest thing, because she goes mental. Please, can you not bid on less than £1?
Yeah,
and she starts going under £1 because she's sitting there going,
And also keep in mind that bids are coming in from multiple platforms. So yeah,
we're doing YouTube and we're doing Facebook. So God bless her, she is juggling a lot.
And apparently we're live on the big screen at Madison Square Gardens. So
yeah, Madison Square Gardens live. I said that to myself.
All the bids are coming in. But yeah, Munsters, it's a bit of a timeless classic. It got, like I say, got revamped recently. If you were going to get into collecting Munsters figures, these are the ones to get, and it gives you a nice little boost. I think there's maybe 6. So this is like half of them because there's Herman, there'll be Eddie, I'm sure.
I like it. I think it's a good little start to the show. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to try and get a picture up. Oh, I should have done. See, I'm so professional. I should have done all this before. But I was at the toy fair yesterday as well, man. I'm doing good today.
Yeah.
And I've done a lot of stuff this morning. I have
very nice. If you saw Johnny at the toy fair, you witnessed poetry in motion. In fact, the rest of us had to take a second to start. After I dropped one of the cases on the way in, apologies for that. The man said beforehand, "I'm going to clear an entire car's worth of stuff," and
I mean, let's be honest about it. It wasn't difficult because I was pretty much giving it away. But
in some cases, literally. But there was some genuine gold in there. Genuine gold. It's what it's all about, man. People enjoyed the rummage and some of the faces when Johnny goes, I don't know, £1. They pick up 2 things, and then he goes 50p. I mean, it went down in this. It was insane. The more you took, the less it cost. But
yeah, this one guy went to me. He said, "Oh, how much for?" I was something quite. Something really fun, like a turtle van, and I went, How much for, he went for, how much for the van? I went, £10. And he looked at me and said, I thought it was a £1 like them. I said, yeah, but if you fill it, it'll be £1.
I thought you were going to say, well, it's got 4 wheels, so that's £4.
No, I didn't. I was literally like having it. It was a lot of stuff in it. Now there was brilliant stuff in there, but you can't just take a load of crap, can you? And
No.
I think the charm of a car boot sale is that rummaging around and little thing in it.
Well, we reckon, didn't we, that just on the if you RRP'd everything that was in there, there was like when I say over £1,000, I mean like easily, because it's the little things that cost money, and people had their fun. They dug them out and they found them, and hopefully things will be completed and someone can make some money on some flipping. And that's what I'm going to say about these, man. Like they're really good figures. If you want to collect them. But if you are buying them for resale purposes down the line when you're done with them, like genuinely, they're currently selling for like £50 each. And then, like I say, the other one, the Marilyn and Eddie one, seems to be the money. So yeah.
Well, I've done like much modern stuff, as we have attested on this show many a time. But I can confirm I quite like these figures. They are really good quality. The faces are really good.
Yeah.
And I would open them. There's no way, right?
Dude, you're 100% right, because with Diamond Select, they're quality figures. They don't display well because it's too much packaging, but you get them out, all the accessories and whatever. They do a great Punisher. Diamond Select just do good figures. They really do. It sounds like they shouldn't, but they do. But you got to get them out.
Oh, there you go. So I think there's a Herman as well. I like the Herman.
Yeah, the Herman will be that'll be like the one, won't it, to find that one. But but I looked as well. You see, you've got Hot Rod Grandpa.
Oh yeah.
So there's two different. There's normal Grandpa, and there's Grandpa Gremlins 2 vibe Grandpa, and then there's Hot Rod Grandpa. But there's also, I think, Hot Rod Herman. So there's a bit, I say variant. There's a different figure where they're dressed up to go racing. Yeah. There he is. Yeah. Cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, just all in all, just good figures. If you like the Munsters,
and then you collect all 4, and you can build a staircase.
And that's the other thing, because so Johnny, what Diamond Select kind of came into I guess our world in a big way when they did the Ghostbusters figures, because it was like if you got all 75 figures, you could build. I mean, it was about 20, I think, but like the diorama of the rooftop scene.
Okay, yeah, man.
And I've seen it, and it is just a big hunk of plastic, and you think, well, where are you going to put that? But my goodness, it's quite impressive when it's all built. So yeah, they do a lot of that. They do a lot of, and I like that. Build a figure stuff, build scenery, build dioramas, build vehicles. It's cool. It's fun, and it makes you buy all of them. So it's smart.
Well, that's marketing, isn't it? That's marketing. Yeah. We're not going to spend too much time on these chaps, because I hate taking up so much of people's time. We take an hour every week, and time is precious. But yes, so get your bids in, please. Next up, I think we are doing a bit of a Sy-Klone.
Yeah.
Mint on card. Should be interesting, this one, because I haven't had a look at it for a while, so I'm going to take it out and have a little look.
Please don't drop it or stand on it.
Oh, dude. Can imagine. So the Munster stuff's really cool. We had a wicked day yesterday. It was really fun. We saw the different traders.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It's good, isn't it? I mean, I think you've got a cool though, because you have actually all of you in that area are set up in a champagne lounge.
Well, so here's a little behind the scenes secret. It's actually not called the Champagne Lounge. It's called the Moët Lounge, but I call it the VIP. I call it the VIP champagne area. But like a lot of people, it's not the best place for selling, in the sense that some people still don't even know it's there. They go, "Oh, I didn't see you." And you're like, "We're in the middle," and like, "Oh, I didn't go up those stairs." You think, "Oh," but as far as the vibe that we get from the physical act of selling, I love it, man, because there's a bit of space. We're right with each other. Like say yesterday, in that tiny area, there was yourself, there was Dave Good Toys with his buddy Matt, there was me, there was Hannah, there was Andy's Toys and Models, there was Dave Blade, Nothing But the Toys, there was a toy scavenger pool. Come on. It's just a lot of good stuff, a lot of good chat, a lot of good fun. You know, it was good. It was really good.
I saw loads of fun people, and I funny enough, I saw quite a lot of people that I hadn't seen since I had the shop open, so that was quite nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice, and everybody was very kind.
Well, to your face, mate, behind your back, no one could believe you wore a onesie to a toy fair. They thought maybe you lost your mind, but that's okay.
Dude, my hair was in plaits.
No.
Who's looking at the onesie?
It's true. Yeah. No,
I saw. Look, Sarah and Sue. Yeah, I saw Sue yesterday. They came up. They both of them came up at different because they were running their stall. Obviously, well, it's difficult to leave stuff here. And I mean, it's not a long thing when you think like, you know, I know we get it in early in the morning, but it finishes like at 3, so it's not like a finish at 5, is it?
No.
But it's a long day with the early start, and they do. But you know, they came over and they supported by taking some of the junk, which is brilliant. Thanks very much. Whatever you do with that, brilliant. Just remember, anything throw away, recycle it.
Yeah, recycle. I got to say as well. Obviously, Andy will show it on Wednesday on our Twitter Vision thing, but yeah, Sue had a supremely generous gift for Andy, which he absolutely loves. So thank you again for that. And yeah, he'll be showing that on Wednesday.
And they give our auctioneer little Harrow minifig.
Then what did we do last night?
We watched Harry Potter last night. So we watched Harry Potter, and then we've got a screenshot we're going to send them of like the figures with the film behind. So anyway, we've been talking too much. I forget. See, that's because I yesterday so relaxed yesterday having a chat and everything. We live now. Come on. We live to 5 or 6 people. Come on, let's go. Right. Okay. What are we doing? What am I doing now?
We're done.
Are we done? What happened, Dan? Hang on. Who won it? Oh, of course he did, Mr. McDermott.
I had a joke with Tony yesterday, Johnny, because he was standing waiting for Maddie, but he was holding like what looked like quite a cheap plush, and it made me laugh because I'm obviously so used to see Tony hold it, and it was like, I think it was Vic or Ken, but I think it was a bit like they just gave it to him, so he's sort of holding this thing, and I'm like, "Do you just buy that?"
It's like £800 worth of Migos in his bag.
Yeah, literally, yeah, hold it, yeah.
Well done, Tony. We love you. Madison did a few minutes on a stall yesterday as well, but I snuck off for a cigarette. Yeah, I was like, oh, do me a favor. It's just pounds. Just take pounds of stuff. And if it looks a little, just let him have a bit more.
Just fill him up. Just get rid of it. That's cool. Yeah, that's genuinely a good price as well. Like I say, I know, Johnny, you were like, unsure because they're quite new, modern stuff, but that's happy for you, happy for Tony. Everyone's a winner on that one. It's cool.
You know, and I think Tony, and I once sold on one of the auctions to Tony some Funko Pop Bobby head things. They were like they were different Warner Brother ones, or Scooby Doo or something. Them, dude. That's killer stuff right there. I think it's worth. Hold on to that. Anyway, right. Should we do another auction?
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yes. What do you want to do? What do we say was next?
Sy-Klone.
Okay. So this one's a fun one. So first of all, you're having a case with it, right? Because I've got loads of cases, so you can have one.
A hard acrylic case, not soft plastic.
Oh yeah, and it's the new ones. So GW, he's brilliant. He is good. Like he's doing the new ones, which I've shown before on where it sits across the top as well, rather than it just sliding in.
Flattens all sides. Yeah, perfect.
Look lovely. So in a case, it looks great, right? It's real good. I would say that would have sold a while ago on the website for 120 quid.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more if it wasn't for one thing.
Go on.
So it's sealed all the way around. Sealed all the way around. This is a genuine mock. Master of the Universe mock. There's no cracks. You got the nice. I can feel the nice punch marks.
Yeah.
Reproduced. I can feel where they put that bubble on. They glued that on. It's all nice. There's no lift really anywhere. It's all right. There's a bit of shelf wear, but once it's in the case, no fairness, it looks stunning. So the only issue is little sticker in the middle.
I see. His radar sticker.
And is
interesting.
there.
Oh yeah, it's gone behind him. Well, you know what I'm saying, mate. I'm saying that's a factory variant. £1,000, easy, no worries, done.
Dude, I tried to convince somebody they should buy a Russian doll yesterday because they could tell people he was cursed and then get thousands of pounds for it. So we hate to be on the realm of possibility of this being a variant.
There's only one cursed figure, and that is the Warriors of Virtue figure, which may or may not be in Dave Blade's box. Sorry, mate.
Have you seen that doll? Have you seen the doll?
Yeah, it's freakish.
Yeah. And I know that's come from Russia because that's come in via Camden in a box of them from Russia.
From Russia with hate.
60s. Anyway, right. I'll show you the doll on the wall later.
Yeah,
I'm still messing around. Bloody hell. I got to concentrate. We're trying to do serious stuff.
Sorry, mate.
So, right. Stick it up, yeah. Look there. Sealed. Mint on card. If you want to get technical about it is Hong Kong. But I don't think it is. I think actually it's a no CEO, all these ones, I think.
So is it series 4, I think, 1985?
Something like that. Yeah, 1984 it would have been.
84? Okay.
So this was sold in America at some point for $80. So that's you kind of around there somewhere. I don't know what $80 is. So I mean, I reckon if you'd had that toy for yesterday, you would have put that in a store for like £100, and somebody would have gone in 80, and you would have gone.
Yeah, settled at 85 quid. Yeah.
But saying that,
the case itself is like 25 quid. Is the problem?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I'm lucky because I get the cases a bit cheaper because we buy so many of them. And Andy's got. I buy a lot of Star Wars stuff with Andy as well. The cases, but these cases. Ping. You stick on eBay and you watch, you get 125 quid for that now.
Yeah, just because of the case.
Do it. Yeah. Or put it in your collection, love it, because it displays lovely, but you have got a little sticker behind the head.
This is a behind the scenes top tip on how to sell toys. If it's carded, stick it in a case. If it's loose, stick it in a bag. Money.
Yeah. Well, you say but I still think if you have the space to stand figures.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
do you know the only thing I didn't see yesterday? And if anybody remembers when I had a stall in Hitchin, I had this massive case built, and it was about this deep, and it was sloping one of these jewelry cases up from the back, and it was massive. And I used to lay the figures out in them, just cheap figures. I tell you, they used to fly out display like that. Funny,
Yeah.
It is in the garage. Maybe I'll bring it to Toy Fair.
Yeah.
So there you go. Sy-Klone. He's really cool. I love Master Universe. There's nothing wrong with these figure chaps. Like, I am brutally honest about all of this because you have to be when there's money involved. All jokes aside, innit? It's a nice figure. It's sealed. There's no cracks in it. There's no real dents. The bubble's lovely and clean. The card sits nice in the case. It's just whether it's going to bother you having the radar dish here or not, really.
I get a quick shout out to, because I think they're in the chat, to the guys from the toys team. They're really nice dudes. Shannon, you probably met yesterday, Johnny, and Retro Holder.
Oh yeah.
A bunch of lovely dudes. So yeah, big up, guys. Appreciate you hanging out yesterday.
I got this one really quick as well. Good evening, Tom. Sending all love to your family as well. And the other thing I want to talk about is the boys yesterday from Leicester Vintage Toys were there. Bub James, they make me laugh, man.
Yeah.
They're funny. And they're all branded up with like Raiders of the Lost Toys and all this stuff. And they're carrying this box. And I said, what's in the box? They said, oh, it's something for Joe. I went, what is it? And it was like something super rare. And I'm like,
right.
You must trust you boys.
Yeah, it's walking around with it. Yeah.
It's such good ambassadors. I've always said that's the difficult thing about the successful business is the brand, like brand up or get bigger, nerd base, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You're very lucky to get the people that you can bring in that have the knowledge, but then also
you can trust
honorability to be cool. Anyway, that's
Johnny, what we're talking about He-Man, Master Universe. Can I tell you something very quickly that I found while they're doing the bidding that I found in my travels today, looking online, right? Series 5 of Master Universe. This isn't all of them, but let me hit you with some names from Series 5. You ready? Yeah. Extendar, Rio Blast, King Hiss, Terraclaw Skeletor, Horde Trooper, Hurricane Hordak, Multibot, Rattler, Tongue Lasher. Mate, whoever was on one for Series 5 of Master Universe, oh, what a series. Smashed it.
They say that, I don't know if you watched, I've watched quite a few documentaries. There's a really good one with James Artok in, and they've got what's his name, Charlie, one of the creative people at Filmation, and he's going. We would literally go to a bar after work.
Yeah, just think it was.
And just put two words together, like he man, something woman, and he said we had thousands of them, and then we'd give all these ideas to the model makers, and then they'd literally go, "Oh, snaky one. We'll do a snaky one."
What does spout rhyme with? Well, snout. What's got a snout? Elephant. Done.
Elephant. We'll make an elephant one.
Yeah, done.
Oh, is he? Tats and Toys is in.
Rob's in, but also Vic's in as well. Hello, Vic.
Oh,
hello, Rob.
Oh, Vic, where are you? Where are you? We miss you. We send in all our love to all of you. Tats and Toys. I think, you know, Ravshin Rick Rude.
I do. Yeah,
hear me out.
Do I know Rick Rude? Yeah, I've got one next to me at all times.
Hear me out, right?
Go on.
I think the Tats and Toys is the Ravaging Rick Rude of the toy world.
I think that Heidi would probably beg to differ, and I'm not having a go at Rob. I'm just saying that Ravishing Rick Rude was a specimen among specimens. That's all I'm saying about Ravishing Rick Rude.
Okay, what was the other one? Who was a really good one?
He can be the Burt Reynolds. That's fine.
Well, he's beautiful looking man, and at 7 o'clock in the morning, he smelled absolutely lovely.
He does. Always smells good, does old Rob. If you're going to buy Tats and Toys, breathe it in.
And it's free.
Yeah, free. What is it? Is it? We saying it's Davidoff Cool Water? Is he that old school?
No, I don't know. I think it's posher than that. You know,
Probably.
when you smell it and you go, "Oh, I don't smell vinegar." Yeah, that's boots money. That's boots money.
Whereas we're in our little area, we're passing around a can of Lynx Africa, being like, "Geez."
Well, have we done this one? Oh, we're not finished. Yeah, so we had a lovely day yesterday. It was really cool. So do me a favor, while we're talking about all these brilliant people in the room, right? After next auction, we're going to put the link in. So lots of people might know Andy at the Toy Vault, UK. He is not very well at the moment.
No.
At all. So we need to send him all our love. But really, lots of people don't know him because he never shouts out loud, even though he's got stuff.
You'll all know. So Andy at the Toy Vault UK, Instagram, toy_vault_UK on Facebook. Go and follow him up. Everyone knows who he is when you see him because he's unmissable. But I tell you what, he has one of the most outrageous Star Wars collections you could ever imagine. I mean, he's very knowledgeable in the Star Wars world and an absolutely lovely bloke. So yeah, I hope he gets better soon.
He does. You know, you can't say stuff about people until they have bad things, and you want to say nice things awfully. But
that's not true. That's not true, Johnny. No, I love you. Because I love you. I love you, and you're a legend, and you're alive and standing right in front of me. So have some of that.
Thank you very much. God bless. Turkey for you for Christmas. So he's done the amount of charity work he's done through different, and he's worked with Echo Base and he's got a shop, and then he comes to all the toy fairs and supports that. But before the toy stuff, he had the tattoo studio and stuff.
Yeah.
What makes me laugh, in the 90s, he was a gap buster.
Yeah.
So he was basically a massive, big fat guy that went on This Morning, GMTV. He did, what else? He was on Euro Trash. Yeah. And he's basically a big fat guy, comes out, and they barge bellies together. The belly
run into each other, don't they? Boosh. Yeah.
Oh, Bub, he's brilliant. I enjoy his company so much, and his stories are brilliant.
Yeah.
So we're sending love. Go follow his page. Go like him, and hopefully when he gets out of hospital, there'll be 1,000 more people on his page. So you should
get him on one of your auctions if you do
Star Wars. He won't come on.
I know he won't.
No, I'm so patient. One time I'm showing him his picture of this He-Man figure, and I'm going, this is a variant He-Man figure. And he's going, what's the difference in price? I saw that one was like £5. And that one's like £15. And I'd been talking for ages to him, right? And I looked across, and he was looking at £10,000 Boba Fett.
Yeah, his collection is it borders on embarrassing, like the level that he's at with what he gets. But yeah,
But he's so humble, and you'll say
Yeah.
to him, like, I know he loves what was the magazine? Look in the magazines. He
Yeah.
loves early 80s looking magazines. His sack eyes, wave them under his nose. He's like, you'll have them. And yes, I hope he maybe watch this when he's feeling better. And anyway, right, are we done?
Yes.
Yeah. What's it gone for?
Well,
94 quid. Yeah, that's
You
a
know
good
what?
price. That.
you know what? Again, right on the money, because about 70 quid, 75 quid for the figure, and then plus the case. Perfect.
I will
Yeah.
say, right, you can. I like the group of people we have on here, because we never get any idiots on. Like, it's always like people understand what we're selling. Do you know what I mean? It's really
Well,
good.
You do get idiots on, but then you ask them to come and co-host with you, so I can't bid. You see what I'm
Oh, damn it. He's just the best.
Right, I'm fed up of being on big screen a minute now. Right?
saying?
I'm just gonna put you. Could I just put you on big screen for a minute just to go and like?
I'm going to show. We're talking Master Universe. You know, Johnny threw this at me out from his pile of wonder. It's a bit cracked, but I don't care because this brings back massive memories to me. It's a He-Man gold plastic gauntlet.
Yeah,
and it's a bit mushed up, but I tell you what, you know what it's going to be, Johnny. Another thing I got from yesterday, which I'll talk about on Wednesday, because I love this.
I saw this.
I'm gonna sit a killer tomato on it. Look at that! It's just gonna sit on a shelf on a gauntlet, a little killer tomato. It's cool, isn't it?
I really like her. I like her. Everybody all right at home? You still with us? You right, auction? Yes, we do a bit more. Coming in, right. So we got a case.
Oh, classic.
Now I'm going to tell you. I've never told this story. I'm going to tell the story in a minute. So we got a case, but a Darth Vader case.
Yeah.
And then we got some Star Wars figures. So it's nothing rock and roll. It's not. It's nice bits. Yeah, there's value there, but it's not gonna. We're not gonna be setting the auction houses alike with this one. Right. So we've got a nice little Ewok. I've put them in because. What? Thank you. The auctioneer is telling me she loves an Ewok.
Who doesn't love an Ewok? Who doesn't? Today, Johnny. Today, I was just going. Do my Nurgle song. Little song. Yeah.
Yep. So you get it. Like, that's going in because I got so many of them at the moment. I am doing a whole money walk thing, so you get that. That's free.
Nice.
And there's one of them because I got loads of that.
A little boosh. With what's the hair paint? I'm only asking because it always goes. All right. All right. Cool.
It's a bit receding, but she's all right.
That's all right. It's good. Yep.
I always think when you hold it up close like that, she looks a little bit like Kevin Costner. Anyway,
Fever dream, but yep.
One of them, his missus outside, but he's all right.
We call them the Imperial Gilet Guard.
He got a little Greedo, but I think he's missing his little ear there. But he's a nice little Greedo.
We'll call that battle damaged.
Yeah. Well, all of it's been battle damaged. Then you got Alpha Jabba pipe.
I cannot tell you how annoying that is. I was looking for that, and I was looking for the sidearm for the because I had it all apart from that. I gave it all to Robbo in the end, and you've got that there. And Dave Blade had the sidearm in his for a £1 box yesterday. Anyway.
That bit. I'm trying to think what that. I don't know what that's off. If anybody knows, say this could be. I don't think it is.
Is that a bite? Is that a
I'm going to say it's reproduction. It's a bit ringy when it taps, but it could be real.
Is that like a TIE fighter pilot gun?
Yeah, but because I was worried it was reproduction. I bit the end because.
How to tell if it's real? Bite it in half. It's real.
Yeah, it does go. It's weird. Plastic is interesting. Then you got. Really, I'm going to show you what this whole thing's about, right? So you got all that lovely. Then you got an R2D2. So This is what we're talking about. All the other stuff just because we're clearing. Right, R2D2 body, fine. Pins are right at the top. Look, good pin. you know those pins are worth money straight away.
Yeah.
Okay. We got one leg. One pin. One leg.
2 legs.
No pin. Oh, maybe like the pin.
What's happening? What's going on?
And then you got an R2D2. That's what really all you're bidding for really is this one, this one, the pin, and let's be honest about it, that's wicked. Because you can shove it. Look.
What, Johnny? What is that then? Is that the 3? Like, I don't actually know what this is.
Look. So there's your standard R2D2, yes?
Yes.
This is the Droid Factory version that you build yourself.
Okay.
But then this one is always missing, and that's this 3rd leg.
So I believe that our good friend Andy's Toys and Models sold one of these yesterday. So I know how much they're worth. So I hope people also know how much these are worth.
Well, what do we think?
Well, I'm not going to say what he sold this for because I know the gentleman that's between those two. But yeah,
I mean, a nice one with a sticker.
His one had the sticker and everything. Yeah.
Sticker and like the pins on the side and everything. It's 150 quid.
I think I was going to say treble figures. Let's put it
so in this kind of condition, I would say that leg. I wish Vic was here. He would know. He would tell you. I would say that's got to be a 30 to 40 quid leg.
Right, because is that the bit that always goes missing?
Yeah, well,
right.
Yeah, and it's just it turns R2 into this
into a movie R2, a moving around R2.
Yeah, like so it's partially built. You need a bit more parts and stuff, so you can get to like that bit, but obviously you ain't got enough pins.
So you need one more pin or a hefty piece of blue tack, and you're away.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
okay.
See.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm only semi joking about blue tack. It's the king of all displays. Just a little bit in.
I don't know. My name's R2, and I swear a lot. and yeah. So even if we bought anyone, well, I'll break it down. I dare say. I mean, on a website, something like that, I'm gonna get 8 quid or something like that posted.
Talk to me about the case then. Is the case...
Oh yeah, there's a case as well. Oh shit.
Because these cases I see all the time, but I see they always sell all the time as well. That's like iconic, isn't it? Yeah.
So all the clips work. All the clips are good, and I think so. It's missing the retainers inside, but there is some retainers there. There's a couple there and there. There you go, and then you pop a figure in there like that. One in there like that. One in there like that.
You say all the clips are all good. I mean, again, that's half the battle with them, isn't it?
Yeah, the clips are fine. It's just missing the doogies across. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's called a figure retainer strip. You are.
Oh, very nice.
When you miss your doogies.
Missing the doogies.
So there you go. So that's your case of a couple of figures, and then you got. And let me see if I can find a picture.
You got 95% of a Droid Factory R2.
Yeah, like it's all right. I think everybody knows about the Droid Factories. They're like a playset from Canada, 77. Yeah. I like that I don't have to say too much on this show because most people are quite clued up or correct us if we are wrong, which I like as well because I like making sure everything's right. Let me see if I can find a picture. And I'll see if I can put it up quick because I did have one, yeah. I normally do a list before, to be honest with you, but this is how unprofessional I have been this evening.
And you were up at 3:00 in the morning yesterday, smashing it down to Sandown. So
yeah, it's a bit of a drive down here from up in Nottingham, you know.
It is somewhat, yeah.
Oh, here we go. I got it. Okay, let's send that to there. Coming, chaps. Incoming with a picture. Incoming with a picture. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. We've done all right tonight so far. I think Vic hasn't been here. And I'm always a bit worried when he's not around, you know. But I think I think you have steered the ship very well this evening, Bat.
Well, thank you very much. If you pay real close attention, if you really look and you really analyze what I'm saying, you'll find that I know nothing about Star Wars or He-Man, so I'm winging it all the way. But I've done a little bit of research.
You do know about Star Wars. Everybody knows enough about Star Wars to know that.
If you were selling a weird 80s gross out toys or muscle men or something, I might have a chance. But hey, it's all good. It's all good.
Let me just screen share for 1 second. I'm just screen sharing it for 1 second, okay?
Do it.
I'm just doing it lazy tonight. You can see everything. You can see behind the scenes and everything, but that's all right. Hang on. There you go.
Yeah.
There. So you've got the figures, the case. It's just a really bad picture, isn't it? Let me see if I can get zoomed in. Hang on. I might be able to do this.
We got figures, we got case, we got the top of the Jabba throne frog bowl. You got another piece of that, I think. You've got a potentially real but not sure blaster for a TIE fighter pilot. You've got almost all of a Droid Factory R2D2.
Yeah, but there's pins missing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember how many it needs. It needs at least one. At least one. Let me have a look. And you have to make sure you've got the right pins in the right.
Because you see them so often, Johnny. I think you've undersold the case. People love that case, and normally it's got a broken clip or two. So I think the case is gonna, people be happy with that.
Well, I remember when we used to go into Camden when we were younger. You know, to do gigs or whatever before I got a stall here. I always remembered seeing them, and you'd always see them with like a hat on in a shop.
Yeah, like a beanie or a cap.
Or like I'm thinking more like you'd get like a bowler hat on, you know, or
just to really push the fact you're in London. Yeah.
Or like a Victorian
like a top hat.
Yeah. So there you go. That's good, isn't it? I like that a lot. So I hope everybody had a lovely day at Sandown yesterday, as I said. Got a lot more followers, which is cool. Cleared out loads of stuff from a garage. Dan was really cool. Met some lovely people.
Yeah.
The gentleman, a doll, which might be cursed, might not be cursed. We don't know. I mean, it's from Russia. It's 1960s. What do you think?
You moved a bit of Turtles memorabilia from one country to another, which is great.
Yeah, really good. I turned around again, and it was this torch here, and it was the old school, like, shining torch images on the wall, but it was a Turtles one. And I thought, I never seen that box before. And it was on a lovely Andy Toys and Model stall. And I said to him, can I have it? And he went, it's 15 quid. I said, I'll have it. And I literally, as soon as I got home, I took one photograph. I sent it to Lars in Sweden and Norway, everybody knows. And straight away,
he was in.
He went, oh, Bob, I've had a really crap week. That's really cheered me up. I've never seen the box artwork before. So that will be going Monday to Norway.
Overseas. That's cool. And speaking of cursed figures, Johnny, we'll talk about it in a minute. I think we've just closed this auction.
Okay. Mark, you got a bargain, 50 quid!
Lovely.
I will post that up for you. What I'll do is I'm going to put all the figures inside. I'm going to go, this is tough. So I'm going to bubble wrap this and then wrap it in plastic and send it through the post to you. But I'll put the figures inside, all right? So there you go. Well done, Bat.
Awesome.
God bless you. What are we doing now?
Is that cards?
What are we doing now?
Cards? You got two more in you. You got cards and Rotar.
Oh, no. Wait, yeah.
He's forgotten the cards. He's forgotten it.
I forgot. Hang on a minute. Let me get.
It's all over the shop. It's
on big screen. Hang on. No, I'm taking it out. There you are. All right. Okay. You run the show for a minute. I'm going to get the cards.
Well, I've got very little to say. If I say anything now, it's going to ruin my surprise for Wednesday. But I'll show you, Sammy, what I got through the post today. It's not going to interest anyone on the screen, but I'll show them anyway. Look at this. The new Mattel wrestling figures. Pretty exciting, isn't it? I mean,
you rolled all the stuff.
This is new. I'll take it away because Johnny will throat punch me for showing new stuff. But yeah, it's pretty exciting.
It's good. I like new stuff if it's not rehashing. I'll tell you about it later. I like
Okay.
it because it's like new. It's like they never made those figures, did they?
They
never
didn't, but it is kind of it is slightly jumping on the excitement for the Hasbro phase. Anyway, for another
It's
time.
a good design. It's a good design. It's the same as saying, you know.
I've got
Anyway.
a whole thing to talk about it on Wednesday, so I've got to fill 90 minutes complaining about it. So we'll do that
On Wednesday, check out the toy division. They are brilliant, right? It's a really good little show. I'm telling you, you chaps will love it. Right, here we go in. Right, we got a display box for growing pains. I gotta be honest with you, Dan. I've never even watched the show.
That is niche. That is niche.
That is niche.
Yeah.
Empty box of trading cards, growing pains. Not a clue.
Fair enough.
These are cool, and they're selling really good on the website. I put loads and loads and loads and loads and loads on, and they're selling really good. And I still got some more. Black hole. So these are the old-fashioned trade cards with the bubble gum in.
Love it.
Yeah,
love it. Absolutely love it.
These are 70s.
Yeah,
these are 77.
Is that like that's like pre-wax packet, isn't it? When they were in.
Oh, no, these are the original wax packet.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
These are the original wax packet. Then, and you also get stuff. The thing is, they released a lot, and I don't think you know about this stuff yet because I don't think you maybe your community's tapped into it. But you know, they did like the Grossville High stuff.
So I've got like Toxic High, which I think was the rehash of that.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
So these were the original ones. So these were like 1981, I think.
Did they have like a different athletic stuff? I have got some somewhere.
86.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Now I don't think they did them in the UK, but they might.
Right.
21 Jump Street.
Classic.
MASH. For that alone, I know I've sold that bit of paper for £4, believe it.
That's mad, isn't it? That's mad.
Superman. That's a bit crap. This one's a good one. Robocop 2.
Yes.
Then we come to ones I've not seen before. Elvis.
That looks like Rob. Has some toys in the front there. Yeah.
Not a clue.
Menudo. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Menudo. What?
Menudo.
This one's good ad. That's a good ad. I sold that a couple of times now.
If you're in Raiders of the Raiders of the
Lost Toys?
Lost Toys, you should be buying that, and then you should be making your own flyers based on it. That's what I'm saying.
That's what they do, man. They're all over it. Oh, Bob, I love it, little these. But no, if you want to buy this lot, that'd be good, really good. This one's crap. This was a Star Trek one.
Whoa, hang on a minute. Whoa, don't be.
No, this is a popular one. It's
Okay.
not. It's not, and it's not a very good. The series of cards ain't very good. This one, however, is Rocket Fuel. That, my friend, is wicked.
That is beautiful.
So it's this one.
Nintendo, old school Nintendo. Love it.
That's 1986, I think, or 1984. 1984.
Amazing.
Then you got stuff like this. You never see Dark Crystal.
Dark Crystal.
Stuff, yeah.
Brilliant.
That's good. This one's just a bizarre one, which is just, I don't know. Your favorite photo cards or stickers? Don't know.
Could be anything. Could be anything.
Desert Storm, because who doesn't need to follow their country's movements abroad whilst in battle?
America.
Like,
Yep.
Another one of them ones you can have at home for free. This is the other company, the other ones that I love, and I never got any cards from, but they're really cool because the artwork's amazing. Yes, Weird Wheels.
Really Weird Wheels.
Really
That's
good
cool.
cards. Really cool. Then you got. I love these ones. You must love these.
I have loads of those. The Fright Flicks ones. Yeah, love them. Yes, that Pumpkinhead. Yeah.
Yeah. Gremlins 2.
Gremlin.
Superman 2, and to make sure that you've got a matching pair with the box.
The Growing Pains one.
There you go.
I'm drawn to the Growing Pains one. I think that's quite fun. I love the fact that, again, maybe it's some. I know people still collect things like, still do football stickers, still collect wrestling. People still collect stickers and cards, but I don't believe to the same level that you did back in the day, pre-internet, pre-Sky TV. No, like back in the day, this was kind of how you. This was the commercial side of especially TV shows and films and stuff. I didn't really make.
Well, yeah, I mean, Andy to say to me that the cards were important because they were the only glimpses of the film you had. So you went to cinema and you watched it, and then you've just got, before it comes out the VHS, before you've just got these images that match up with these cards. You know, brilliant.
Dude, I saw something on online a while ago. So there was a young girl that went to watch Star Wars, and she went and watched it maybe however many times she watched it, and from memory, from watching it, she then created her own Luke X-wing pilot outfit. But it's like, I asked, what's impressive about that? And then they remind you there was no internet, there was no stills, there was no. It was like you had to go and watch it.
Memory, it's amazing.
Yeah.
There you go. I love them. Do you know what I would do with them? In fact, I can confirm. Dan will confirm. I got two in the house. I got Garbage Pail Kids ones thingied up, and I got email ones done.
Yeah.
But you can frame these up, and they look wicked. 3 in a frame, long ways, like that. 3 across.
There is something timeless, classic, and an instant nostalgia hit about wax packets for some reason. I mean, it's to such a degree that there are a few people now quite successfully making new cards with wax packets, but like retro vibe. You know what I mean? Like, I absolutely love it.
I mean, like, you think about it now, right? If you buy the packet, you don't want to open it because you want to keep a minting packet, because these lost the rate. These ones are going for like a tenner now, sealed.
Yeah.
Whereas this is the perfect opportunity to go, well, I'll keep the mint one, but I can still frame some up.
And you won't have to resist the temptation of just trying that bubble gum. You don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be doing that, but now you don't have that temptation.
You know, and his name will remain anonymous. One of the guys that worked for me once, I had a vintage box of Batman, and they were 1989 Batman cereal. Yeah. And this guy brought it in to me, and we paid him 250 quid for it.
Yeah.
And it was on the shelf for weeks. And then this guy started, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you're wicked there. Got a bit peckish though, I ate those cereal." I looked at him and went, "You what? Remember that?" And he said, "In it from upstairs," because we obviously were doing a lot with Cereal Cafe then. Like,
yeah.
I was doing it because they had the arcade machines and stuff.
Yeah.
And he would assume this had come from a Cereal Kill Cafe, and he just opened them and sat there and munched the whole packet of these 1989 Batman.
Of like 30-year-old. Oh my god, that is. That is.
He knows that story because he knows the person who did that. Anyway,
did he pay for him out of his paycheck? I hope he did. But
he didn't work much longer. Anyway, right, how are we doing? Do I need to show them again? Have we got the gist of these? Everybody understands how cool these are. Yes. Yeah. Cool. So, I mean, I sell them for like £1-2 each. But a bundle like that's got to be worth 25, 30 quid, I would say. And even the box, it's not my cup of tea. But even they sell for 20 quid.
I'm into the box, man. I think the box is cool. But again, more so so in everything you've got there, the Fright Flicks and the and like the weird wheels, like if it's something of your, that's what I like about that sort of stuff. Like
that's rare. I know that's rare.
But someone might love it because they collect Elvis stuff. Whereas,
I sold this week. I had 1969, I had 1970 and 1971, 72 Elvis annuals. And I put them on the site, and I swear I put stuff up, and I bet people at home are sniggering. But it sells, bub. It all sells.
I can imagine.
And it overlaps all of the toy and the, you know, like I said, we all sell the Spice Girls dolls and the, you know, because you can imagine. Go on.
So have you still got that Y-wing? Guys, in the chat, if you're looking for an absolute quality Y-wing, I mean, a quality Y-wing with like, get on Johnny's website. It's annoying me that hasn't sold yet. Get on the website.
Well, I was. I'll tell you about that. That's another story.
Yeah.
See, they are wicked.
Yeah, they're cool. Really cool.
And really. Then there's.
Do you ever get like that smell? Something like, so if you did get that smell of that bubble gum, it's such a specific sickly.
I am convinced the reason that people enjoy getting our parcel so much is because the sherbet sits in there for 48 hours, the box. So when you open, you hit with this smell of childhood that fills the room. Bad.
It's official. Monkey's Emporium will deal you with nostalgic pheromones. That's official.
This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm working on. So there you go. I think we're nearly there.
Yeah.
Oh, Babs, we're running out of time, innit? Right. There you go. Okay, last minute things. There we're done. Right. Okay. I'm leaving that to the boss. She will sort that out. I'm putting these away. I'm just tidying up. I am putting these lovely little Star Wars bits in here. There's a peg.
And Johnny, at some point, we're talking about cursed figures. You got to tell me about this figure that you threw at me because I love it, but it's weird.
I don't know what it is, but that's why I said being in Camden.
Yeah.
I think I did. Whilst I might not get the biggest, the most expensive, the first issue, all that,
Yeah.
I used to get some weird stuff come in.
Weird stuff, yeah.
You'd get like this old Romanian woman come in, and she'd literally hobble in with this stuff.
Yeah.
On the counter and go, you buy toys? And I go, yeah. And she go, how much you give me for the box? And I'd be like, is it toys? Is it even toys? Like,
is it toys or is it 16 generations of cursed families that you're about to sell me? Is that what's going on?
You know, I always said there's a conspiracy theory about him. The guy that discovered Annabelle also discovered other cursed items.
Oh yeah.
And the general consensus in the community is either it's cursed or this guy was a fraudster, would just basically make up those stories, buy something for £1 at the toy fair, then big it up and then sell it for $50,000 because it was cursed.
Well, I don't want to be cynical, but you know which way I'm swinging on this, don't you?
Well, I'm the same.
On that note, this is a cursed toy and it'll be on eBay for 50,000.
I bet nobody's seen that. I would go as far as to say nobody will be able to find that figure.
Well, I've never seen such a thing. We'll look into it. It's wicked.
Anyway, where are we? Last one. Are we there yet? Nearly. So we're not here next week. I'm out on tour. It's half term. Please enjoy the sun. Have a good rest. You guys are doing Toy Division Wednesday. Is there any toy fairs coming up? I don't know if I would just comment in the chat in a minute. But
on the 3rd, there is a Chatham on. That much I know. On the 3rd of June. But I've not got anything super booked up in my diary as far as
look.
Yes, perfect.
I'm gonna put some extra bits in there as well for you. Go and follow these boys, right? They're brilliant. They're like, I think they have a joke and say they're like the Leicester Vintage Toys B team. Maybe C. I suppose that makes us the Z team, you know, I don't know.
Yeah. Johnny's going to put some extra bits in there, but if you see this in there, I suggest you throw it in the North Sea because it's a curse. God
bless you, chaps. Thank you for the support. Go and find them guys. I'm going to get them on soon because they are good laugh.
Perfect.
Right, last one then.
Last one. This is the this is the absolute cream as far as I'm concerned.
It's a Rotar. Right, so I have one confession to make. Take the case out of the equation because you can keep the case, you can have the case, but unfortunately, I don't have a bottom for it.
Okay, but if you put the thing in and stood it up, it wouldn't really matter.
Yeah, so if you put it in, I put it in the case
upside down. Yeah,
I put the case upside down and display it that way, and it looks great.
Yeah.
Right, we've got another one here as well. And there's another 2 on the website, or there might be 1 on the website. Right, anyway, okay, forget all that. Right.
Look at that.
So, I'll be honest with you, there's nothing wrong with this.
I'm just gonna make you big now, Johnny. 2 secs.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Same as the Rotar, the Sy-Klone at the beginning. It's sealed all the way around, it's punched all the way around. I love it when you see, when you look at a card. And there's one thing I love with the He-Man stuff, when you pick it up and your hands kind of disappear into the back of the card because you've got that lovely indentation.
Yeah, where it's pressed on.
Where it's been stabbed on.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the way they sealed them on the cards, or Mattel did in comparison to, I don't think, they had the problem with the recarding in the Star Wars world.
Yeah.
People can let it through, and the same thing. You're looking for those ridges on the back. In E-Man, you don't have to worry. You just feel them. They're there. I love it.
And it's there because they're still attached. How many cards from back in the day are just hanging on for dear life?
So that would be my main thing. So let's look at the priority of everybody here. If they've been looking for these, or want to collect it, or if they want to know everything about Rotar is in one place. there.
That.
So we're going to look at this really closely because I want everybody to see A, how well this has lasted, and B, how hard it is to get these to stay. So on the end of this white thing is a nipple.
Like
See
a
the
little,
nipple?
yeah, a little nubbin. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the spindle bit, isn't it?
That's a solid nipple.
Yeah.
Right? When this figure drops, it rests on the bubble.
Yeah.
They came from the factory like this.
So I assume most of them have now pierced the bubble or dented it. Or okay. Okay.
So Tanner would have put the little cardboard figure, or did in the beginning. They didn't by the end, but anyway, back like if it'd been Star Wars, they would have done that. But Mattel didn't bother with any of that.
Yeah.
So they were pros. So you can see it. There's 3 dents on the bottom. They're not cracks. It's not. You can't get into it. They are dents from the inside where that nipple.
Just a little. It's a tiny little dent. Yeah, tiny little indentation. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So there is no cracks anywhere.
But I'm assuming with this particular figure, that area, that would be a problem for lots of the examples that it's cracked because
every 20 of them, you don't see these at all. You don't. First of all, let's clarify first. This is not something you see every day.
Well, you say that, and during my intense investigation, I saw that just the card back without any figure or anything went for like 170 quid on eBay last month. So I'm assuming it's a rare one. Again, my knowledge on
it's one of them things. It's one of them things. Is it going to grade? Right? Maybe no. It's low.
Probably not. Yeah.
Of course they're going to grade. They're going to say it's a 75 or something.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a nick in the card there. Look.
Yeah, but again, once that's in a case, disappears. Yeah.
I think if you're buying this, even loose they can be. I've seen them go loose for 300 quid now.
Yeah.
Loose for £300.
Series 6, Johnny. Series 6, the last of the original Master Universe series. See, my investigations have turned off all the goods.
So there you go. It's sealed all the way around. You've got a couple of dents. It's a bit dog-eared. It's shell-formed, but it is a mocked, sealed Master of the Universe.
Rotar.
European release. That's the European release Rotar.
Yeah.
Now, I think at one time, and I think Joe at Leicester Vintage Toys will be able to confirm this, we were flooded in the UK with these because
someone find a container somewhere with loads in them or something.
No, a guy literally went to Tenerife, walked into a shop on his holiday, chemist or something, fell over a box and went, "What are they?" And the old guy went, "They're a load of action figures, old action figures." And the guy went, literally said, "You can buy the box, whatever." He came back, and I think because they're all with euros on.
Gotcha.
So I think that's what I mean. He was selling them for €3.
You know, we've had this conversation about Toy Tony stuff, man. I love that. I think that's the fact that's on there. I think is again a part of like a weird toy history that comes now from a batch. Do you know what I mean? I love all that when people find stuff like that.
There you go, all sealed, all nice, even the sealing in between. I'd be honest with you, it could do with a clean. I know, I didn't see that, but.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but yeah, like maybe a bit sticker residue or something.
A little bit of light the fluid or just touching around like a.
Yeah.
But that's wicked. So there you go. Get your bids in. I'm not going to go for long for this.
And you'll get a case, and when you put it in that case, put it in the case upside down all the right way around. But when you put it up, turn it up nice and slowly, and then never move it again, because then you won't get a crack in the bottom.
Yeah, you just need to. I'm doing it now. I'm sliding it in the case.
That's tidy. That you don't often. Yeah, again, it's weird how the latest series of things, Thundercats and He-Man and whatever, and Hasbro's and whatever, the latest series have just become the money figures. Look at that. That is lovely.
So look, no slider.
Yeah.
I'm sure the back of the card's lovely too.
Oh, yeah.
Now, ironically, everybody wants a Twister. The other guy, they are sick money at the moment. Sick money. But that's a nice card. That's a lovely card.
Again, Series 6, mate. Squeeze Snake. It's got all the good ones. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah,
very cool. When as a kid. Anyway, there you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. You've all been in. Look, Manny's in. I'm just looking. I can't see the bids, but I'm just seeing if there's anybody I've missed. If I haven't said hello to you tonight, I've been really concentrating because I've been doing all of the auctions tonight.
All the buttons, all the auctions. Yeah. You haven't had a minute off. I'm not saying anything, and if I did, it'd be cursed, and we'd all be in trouble because it's going to be.
There you go. Thank you very much for this tonight, Dan. Who have you got on Wednesday? Is it just you guys? Have you got a guest?
No, I don't even got a guest on Wednesday, mate. Unless you fancy it, I think it's just me and Andy and Aaron and Ben, or I don't know, Ryan maybe. I don't know.
I'll come on the show. I'll come on the show Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll sort something out. Yeah.
Sammy's away anyway. So there you go.
You should come on Wednesday because I want to talk about the new toy fair. The future of toy fairs is Johnny's got a new technique which we'll discuss on Wednesday. How to sell everything.
Well, it's not that, is it? I think I've always said it. To always sell your best stuff.
Yeah.
On a platform like that, you gotta. It's hard, isn't it? It's really hard. You take your good stuff, but then you miss. Ultimately, my dad said this 2 years ago. God bless him. I love him. He said, if there's 1,000 people here, how can you get £1 out of each of them?
I thought the same thing. If you could invent something that cost £1 million, you might sell it. If you could invent something that cost £1, but 1 million people wanted it, that's the way.
That's the way it is. And but it was glorious. It's so nice how everybody kind of works together. And it was this old toy bod opposite me, right? And all day in the morning, I could see him all chuckling and like, what's going on here? And then obviously I started talking and shouting, and I don't think they knew what to make of that at first. But by the end, do you know what? That old boy was coming across. Done it, boy. You cleared it off.
Yeah. The whole area was like, how's Johnny getting on? Oh, it's going down. It's going down. Like, come on.
It was so good, and everybody was so supportive, and people were taking stuff even if they didn't want it. Really, so anyway. So I'm away next week, but Dan's doing toy division, so keep following them. We send our love to Vic.
Yes.
Please go and find Toy Vault.
Toy Vault UK. Well, and Fistful of Collectibles if you don't already follow Vic, of course.
But find Toy Vault because God bless him. When he comes to the hospital, I want him to have 1 million followers. Bless him. Yeah. He's so nice. Anyway, are we done?
Ooh. I hope it's just done well because this is a nice piece.
Oh, look.
Oh.
This is the type of guys these guys are. They proper. There's no nonsense, look. No nonsense. God bless you, chaps.
Top.
We just waiting now. She's done. Yeah! Le Medal.
I was going to say, not only is that a great price, it's gone Le Medal. It's going international.
I didn't even know he was in.
To Lee, brilliant.
Well done, Bat. I'm really pleased you got it. Yesterday, Tom Pizarro found something. I was really pleased he got him. Like, I love it when nice people get good things. God bless you.
I won't waste your time, but 100%, I was fuming that I missed something. And I found out who got it, and I was overjoyed because the guy that got it, I'm like, well, he loves that as much as I do, so everything is right in the world.
Everything's right in the world, and like it worked like that all day. I knew there was stuff in there. I'd seen stuff, and I left nice things in there, the same as I left a kid's tooth in there. I just left everything in there. Anyway, I did. I found the tooth, and I was like, oh, should I throw it away? I put it back in.
Cursed. I'm telling you, it's all cursed.
Manny, we love you. To everybody who's joined tonight, to everybody at the toy fair yesterday, to everybody, God bless you. I don't know when we'll do an auction now because I've got a lot of gigs coming up and all sorts of stuff. But I love you all.
We will keep everyone informed on all platforms when Johnny is back in.
Yeah, man, and Vic and me will be on here, and we'll do loads of stuff soon. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, end the show. Thank you very much. Look after yourselves. And I'm going to try and do the titles this way tonight. God bless you. Keep calm. Keep collected. Good night.
Monkey's Emporium, the coolest vintage toy shop in the universe.